tired of being broke. College is such a struggle, and that struggle is doubled when it comes to being a student athlete. My name is Mark Blanc, and I will tell you guys why student athletes need to be paid. From our extremely demanding schedules to scholarship money not being enough, and all the money that is already made off of us, and the fact that we see none of it, those are the reasons I believe that student athletes should be paid. Being a regular college student and only having to deal with academics is a challenge in itself. When having to deal with finals and studying, keeping up on all your work, and now imagine adding an athletic career to that schedule. It's nearly impossible to handle. With that being said, I believe that student athletes need to be paid because our schedules are extremely demanding. As a student athlete, it always feels as if there's never enough time during the day to do anything. I especially can attest to this because as a football player here at the University of Mount Union, during our season, everything is extremely time consuming. Every day is literally the same thing at the same time. Like, you wake up in the morning, you have classes, and then after classes, you have film. Then after film, you have workouts. Then after workouts, you have practice. And then after practice, you have film meetings again. And then you go eat to dinner, and by the time you're done with all of that, it's already 9 o'clock. Like, where's your day going? And then from 9 o'clock, you're left with little time to do your homework and study. And then next thing you know, it's already midnight, so you gotta go to bed. And you wake up and you do it all over again. So it's almost like a job in a way. Because every day you're just working hard, doing the same things over and over again. So for that, I believe we deserve just compensation. And aside from our busy schedules, our student athletes need to be paid because scholarship money does not cover everything. It's not enough. Not everyone was born into a wealthy family. Many athletes turn to sports as a way out of living in hardship. But at times it doesn't work out that way because we are often still left with no pocket money when we're in college. CollegeData.com notes that scholarships typically only cover tuition fees and room and board. Then based on your personal situation and like how much your family makes, you may be granted a Pell Grant, but that still leaves you with little to no pocket money. So having to purchase textbooks, which can be extremely expensive depending on your major, to purchasing food because the school cafeterias aren't open 24 hours and you have to eat more than one time a day. Doing those can be hard, and at times it's not even doable, which is why student athletes need to be paid. And we now know that scholarship money does not suffice, and a student athlete's schedule is like a full-time job. But there still lies another reason as to why student athletes need to be paid. And that is because the money is already made off of us and we see none of it. Alan Sanderson and John Sagefield are writers from the Journal of Economic Perspectives, and they wrote an article about the money that is made from college sports and the fact that athletes see none of it. They report that individuals rise to fame from the success of their student athletes, and they cash in. For example, the head coach for the University of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Nick Saban, he's rose to fame for the countless championships that his players have earned year in and year out. And he has cashed in big because of that. He now makes an annual salary of over $7 million a year, and he's just the head coach. And although coaching is hard, he really doesn't do most of the work. Most of the work is done by the athletes who, again, see nothing. And another example of this is Duke, their men's basketball head coach. He earns over $9 million a year based off of his student athlete success. And not to mention the millions of dollars that is earned through jersey sales and memorabilia. For example, Johnny Manziel, who rose to fame through his success at Texas A&M and his Heisman Trophy run. He sold many jerseys, a lot of memorabilia for Texas A&M, which is a lot of money, but he wasn't able to see any of it legally. So with all that being said, it's time to stop being cheap and pay us. Student athletes need to be paid because our schedules are extremely demanding, similar to that of a full-time job. Scholarship money does not cover everything. And lastly, money is made off of us and we see nothing. The money is there, but it's just time to stop being cheap and give us what we deserve. And that concludes my presentation. Thank you for listening.
That was good. Like I said, you probably just whipped it up. You said yesterday you whipped it up, so besides reading from the note cards, your transitions were great. I really liked your introductory paragraph as well. The memorabilia, that was real nice, bringing things like that in. I really didn't see anything wrong with it, maybe speak up. But besides that, maybe a tad bit faster, but I know how you are to begin with, how you speak, so if that's out of your comfort zone, don't do that. Besides that, I thought it was great.
Thank you.
You stayed away from the ums and things like that. You just had some flow.
Okay.
I agree. You have a really good pace going. You talk loud enough. I don't know. Did you ever put your name or introduce your name in there? Or?
Yeah, in the beginning.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I thought it was good. Maybe just try to memorize a little bit more your note cards.
Okay. Well, thank you.